Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com. And a few months ago, I don't remember exactly how far back, but there was a new construction site getting started. On our way into town, you could see it. You could see they had heavy equipment out there and working on this big old open field of dirt. So I decided, well, maybe I'll fly my drone over there and see what that's like. And so I did. I rode my bike over on pretty much the same route we're taking today, except I'm going to take a little more interesting route. And so there's shorter ways to get there, but there's not near as much fun. So anyway, we're going to ride over there, take my drone off, and look down and see. There's a strange looking shape that they're putting into the ground, and it's like a huge swimming pool, or I don't know. I'm going to let you decide. Maybe you can just add it into the comments and say what you think it might be. But I had my wife look at the video, and it's a strange looking thing, and so. And it's in the middle of a housing project. So they're going to be building houses all around this great big thing that looks like it's going to be a swimming pool, but it's way too big for a swimming pool. So anyway, we make our first turn here, and this is kind of an interesting road because there's a lot of dogs along here that chase you, especially right down here, or right here at the very beginning of the street. Or road, or whatever you want to call it. It's a road, I guess you could say. Anyway, and another thing, too, you'll notice that the 90-degree roads that go off to the right seem to be at angles, like right there. That's because I have extra wide screen turned on, and I'm going to do some experimenting in my next video on what, with the 360 camera, how wide do you want to, how wide or how narrow should it be to give you a decent looking picture? So here, as we come along, by the way, we passed up where the dogs usually are, but here's a friend of mine, and I wave at him as I go by, and he waves back. I stopped and visited with him, I think twice, and really nice old guy, just like the rest of us. So anyway, as we're coming along here, see, it doesn't even look like I'm going the opposite direction. But as we're coming along here, somewhere as we get closer to the end, there's some little dogs that chase me. By the way, over here on the left, this is a vacant field which used to be a farm field. All this used to be farm fields. But as I ride by here and I look out at it, they have discussed whether or not to use this to make a housing project or what, because as it is, it's really not large enough to be a complete housing project. And it's I guess the farming isn't that great. It's too small of a field to farm. Now, we're getting up here a little ways, and right up you can see some cars at the end of the road. Only thing is, in this area right here, there's this little black dog that always wants to come out and chase me, and on my e-bike I can speed up. But on this bike, here they come. Oh, he's got a brother or sister. On my e-bike, I can only go 13.5 miles an hour. That's no problem for that little guy. But I didn't want him to jump underneath of that rear wheel. That was what I was kind of concerned about. So now we're looking forward. And as we come up to this crossroad, I think on one of my exercise rides that I recorded and put on YouTube, I think that I have taken folks down this road via video before, but it's an interesting one because there's a whole lot of ruts right back there. And then I noticed as I was going along here over on the left, there's this strange, I've never seen it before, so I really don't know exactly what it is, but it looks like they have drilled a well And that when they do that, well, then they can put in a storage tank and supply water to a housing development. So maybe that's what their plan is here. But you can see they're pumping something out of the ground. And I don't know what, I can't tell you what it is. Somebody who watches this video might know exactly what they're doing. But I don't have any sound on here, so I can't, you could hear it was pumping. It was making some kind of a pumping sound. So, all right, now we get down here, and this is where, as you know, if you've been following my channel, I like dirt roads. I prefer dirt roads. But sometimes you just have to go with the flow. So we're going to go on this sidewalk for a little while, and then we're going to get out into this road that we're going along next to so we can make a turn. But as I come every morning, or every day as I come around here, I have to be real careful, because if that gate, it's a gated community, and if that gate is open, then I slow way down, because that means there's a car coming. All right, now we're getting up here where I got to turn off onto this. This is a real bumpy road that we're turning onto. In fact, on the e-bike, with all the suspension I have on that, it's still kind of a rough ride. And I'm not going to show you all the details, but as we come along here, there's all kinds of ruts in the road, and on an e-trike, you have to dodge them as much as you can, because you got three wheels to keep out of the hole. And so anyway, and by the way, this house that we're going to look at right here, I met some people out there. They let me fly out of their driveway one time to go film some construction, and the really nice folks. I've stopped by and visited with them a couple of times. And so, where did that come from? Oh, I knew it was there. So I have to be careful not to let my camera hit that stuff. All right, now we're getting down closer to where I'm going to film, and that, if you can't read it, it says Coyote Road or Coyote Drive, something like that. Anyway, I don't know why they name it coyotes. Everybody around here doesn't really appreciate the coyotes, because the coyotes kill their chickens and harassment. But all right, now just up here on the right-hand side, that's where the construction is that we're going to fly our drone over to take a look at. So we'll get over here, park the e-trike, and then we're going to jump into the drone. Come on, jump in with us, and we're going to go for a ride. And up we go. All right. Now, they started this construction a long time ago. I mean, I should look it up, but I haven't taken time. But they've got the blocks laid out, and as you can see, they're building the concrete or the cinder block walls, but they haven't started any housing construction. Now, to the left of center of the screen, there's the big hole in the ground, and look at that depth of that hole compared to those trucks. That's what you need to consider. Is that a swimming pool? I know it's not a wading pool for kids. I mean, it's right in the middle of this housing development, so that everybody can get to it, and it's exactly the same as it was the first time I looked at it a few months ago, and so nothing has changed, except I saw one spot, as you'll see as we come around here. It has some erosion where we had some rain, and you can see that one little crack in the side over there on the lower left-hand corner. But this is exactly like it was the last time I flew over here, and it looks like it's terraced for, by the tractors, but and then the bottom of it has has little rises between each section. It's just strange looking. But when you consider that, like the earth mover and the depth of that pond, or I don't know, depth of whatever it is. Anyway, I don't have any idea. So I'm going to leave it up to the viewers make comments and say, I think you're crazy worrying about it. Well, it's interesting to me, and so I share it with you. Anyway, so that's what we rode over here for, and that's what that is. And so if you have any ideas, I'm open to comments. My wife and I couldn't figure out what it was sitting here looking at it. So there you go. That's an e-trike ride. I got to get over the bike thing because I let my son ride that now. I don't ride it anymore. Anyway, it's an e-trike ride and a flight in the drone. And my brain might be going, so I better just say thank you for watching my video, and God bless.